Tim just alerted me to the fact that there is a parole hearing today for the Menendez brothers.
I'm a little surprised that your true crime bona fide's not coming through with this, because I think I heard about it yesterday. Been quite a topic in the news this morning, the headlines.
I've taken my eye off the ball. This fantasy football and this New York weekend got me scrambled here.
Well,
yeah.
And your partner in crime is back at work.
My partner in crime.
Your wife.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh,
yeah. She's back. She's back teaching. You're right.
She's back. She would be on this.
She would.
If it was
you
still
would think.
summer break.
Yeah, it's I mean, I don't know if these things will be televised. I doubt that parole hearings are televised.
Well, on court TV, we watch a lot of court TV.
But that's in the courtroom itself. This is for the parole board.
Well, a lot of times my wife, when she's home for summer, will have something on her laptop streamed in from something. And court TV will probably do updates on it.
For sure.
Without having court.
You talk about made-for-TV drama. Eric Menendez will appear later today in California. His brother Lyle will speak tomorrow. They will also take, I suppose, testimony from victims and family members.
I'll fight it. I'll fight their parole.
What's your what status do you bring to the court? What's your standing?
I've seen a scripted Netflix series about it and a documentary.
Let me go to the board here for the reaction.
That's right. I consider myself.
Has anyone in this courtroom not seen the documentary as well as the scripted miniseries?
No. Everyone's hands just stay down.
I consider myself somewhat of an expert after watching that and getting the tutelage of my partner in crime.
I know one of them wore a tube.
Yeah.
I still, honestly, it's embarrassing. I don't know if I should be embarrassed or proud. I still don't know which is which brother is which.
Lyle won
You've tried to explain to me which is which.
Lyle wore the tube, and Lyle is...
And one of them is now has no hair.
That's Lyle.
Okay.
Lyle wore the tube. He now has no hair, and he's older by a year and a half or 2 years. Eric, I think, has an angrier, scowlier face.
Yeah.
But Lyle was the ringleader. Lyle planned it and said, we're doing this. At least according to the scripted miniseries on Netflix, which I put complete trust in. That I went in kicking and screaming, and I absolutely loved that miniseries that they did. Netflix does a nice job on stuff like this. Biggie's got me ready to watch the Cowboys documentary.
Oh, and I'm telling you, it's good.
Was it Jerry Jones said, you said he was such a great businessman, and it's proven in this. One of the early monikers on this was when he said he wanted some glory hole. And didn't know exactly that he didn't know there was.
He's an oil man.
He's an oil man.
For me, it's a reminder. I've too been here 23 years, and it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
I want to remind everybody that glory hole is a commonly used expression in the oil and gas exploration business.
And not just in the gay hookup culture of truck stops and public parks.
That's right. We are not cutting holes into the sides of doors. This is from the oil and gas industry.
Please don't
the glory hole is a good thing
in the oil and
industry.
Gas.
Please don't think you're going to find Jerry Jones in a public restroom.
On the other side of that little wall.
I want me some glory hole. Now, next question, not involving glory holes. That's what we're taking here. What's Jerry, 80-something, 83, 4 years old?
Yeah.
Will he ever be in a locker room with the Lombardi trophy and his coach raising it over his head again? I say no.
I don't think so either. I really don't. It's all he wants.
I know. But if he wanted it really that badly, I think he would be the owner, but be less vocal and let someone else really run it, and you wouldn't see him very much. But for all I hear is he loves that part of it.
Is this one of those situations? I'm not trying to be too down or anything, but does he die owner of the team?
I think so.
Does he cede it to a family member?
his kids
he'll never sell.
Yeah,
his
the
kids
family's involved.
They'll inherit it,
but he'll never sell.
I will say, his first press conference he ever did when he was the owner, they called it the Saturday Night Massacre because it was so bad, and because they pretty much knew Tom Landry was getting fired, and also
Tex Schramm.
Yep, he was sitting there. In there doing the press conference, he's like, I'm going to be president, owner, and GM. And And they cut over to the GM of the car, and he's like, his face just melted because he knew I'm out.
Well, right there.
Yeah.
You know? So that's, I think the reason he'll never sell it is because he absolutely loves being in front of the cameras and doing that kind of.
He loves being the face of the Cowboys.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I'll tell you, this year that's become the argument is that he doesn't care because they haven't signed Micah Parsons or worked that deal out. But he loves going and talking about it.
And Jerry Jones' name is in the
Yes.
the news, the sports news, every single day.
And that's just it. All the sports commentators are now saying this is proof that he doesn't care about winning. He just loves being in front of the camera.
I've heard people speculate that he likes that part of it more than winning the championship. You know,
Yeah.
more than getting
the give and take with the deal making with the players, the scrum with the media.
Yes, being in front of the camera. Yes.
Being Mr. Cowboy,
Also,
being in that box.
Exactly.
Having someone wipe his glasses down for him.
That's glory hole for you. Yeah. Someone comes along. That was a few years ago in a playoff game. They showed him in the box, in the booth, and he took off his glasses, handed them to an assistant.
Here, boy.
Who wiped them down. Let me warm the tips for you and hand them back.
Here you go, sir.
That's power, Biggie.
Yep.
That's what you call power. That's glory hole. That's power. You get somebody to wipe your glasses for you.
He tells the story in the documentary. He almost didn't buy him over $300,000. That's what they were stuck on at the end. And
For the Cowboys?
Yeah, for the Cowboys. The former owner was like, "I'll flip you a coin for it."
For the $300,000.
Yeah, and Jerry said, "I lost." He goes, "And I hated losing, but I got the Dallas Cowboys."
Well, now they're worth $10 billion. What did he pay for?
Yeah,
them? Less than $1 billion.
Yeah, I think I forget what it was.
300 million.
Yeah, 300 million.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they said in the documentary it's worth $9.1 billion now.
I bet he'd get 10 for it. If you put it on the market. Is that the biggest brand in sports? Dallas Cowboys.
Still is, yeah. I think so.
In America over the Yankees.
Over the Yankees, probably. Although you never see Dallas Cowboys caps overseas. You see Yankees caps around the globe.
Yeah, that's right. In the United States, though, I think the Dallas Cowboys would be the number one sports brand, followed closely by the New York Yankees. It was earlier in the week here in a retail roundup. Biggie told us that tourism in Las Vegas is way, way down. 11% down from last year, 10% from the year before that.
Summer's been horrible.
Terrible. So someone posted they stayed at an MGM property and showed the prices on the menu of the restaurant where they were. The cheapest steak on the menu is $87.
Oh, my.
That's the cheapest. The ribeye is $138. Glass of Cabernet wine. What do you think? If you go to a nice restaurant, Chris Demm, pay for a glass of Cabernet.
A single glass?
Yes.
I mean, a really good California by a glass, not a bottle.
Glass.
$16.
$37 for his glass of California Cabernet.
That's a better deal than the steak.
Yeah,
that's a better deal than the steak.
You're right. The steak, the lowest price is $87.
God.
So he's just he's pointing out, how could anyone? How can you go to Las Vegas and pay these prices? It just cannot happen.
It just started happening where people, I think, were paying that.
Mm-hmm.
And Las Vegas, like a lot of companies, just were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, if you're gonna pay it, we're gonna price it."
I guess.
And now it's
supply and
starting
demand,
but and you're seeing this turn. I mean, just yesterday, Target reported some real bad numbers. You're seeing people starting to be selective with where they spend and what they spend.
You know what they're saying at Walmart is happening now? This is dirty pool on Walmart's part, and somebody has put it on TikTok and saying this is real. By the way, aren't there radioactive shrimp at Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to call them that.
There's boiled shrimp, fried shrimp, there's peel and eat shrimp. Radioactive.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What? Wait.
Go back one, Bubba.
Like that one.
I thought about trying to get some and see if it'd help.
You could be like Radioactive Shrimp Man.
Yeah.
Like a superhero.
Yeah,
origin.
maybe
What an origin story.
Zap my knees back to life.
How is he radioactive? He ate some good frozen shrimp from Walmart. Great value brand frozen shrimp sold at Walmart has been termed radioactive with the isotope cesium-137 in shipments from Indonesia. However, they say it has not made it into the U.S. consumers' hands yet.
My simple mind just simply can't process how that could even be possible.
Radioactive
Is
shrimp.
it something they use to treat the shrimp?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
I mean, how do they get exposed to cesium? At what point from
Good question.
shrimp farm to freezer to bag to Walmart?
Here's another thing that's a little concerning, too. It says if you get a hold of a bag with a best use by date of March 15th, 2027, which means you can keep that shrimp for
2 more years.
My God.
almost 2 years glowing in your freezer, then you've got to take it back to Walmart because you need to throw it out immediately. Retailers are never allowed to sell them.
Can you just throw away radioactive waste?
I was going to say.
You can't throw away a light bulb. I know that. It's a good question.
Cause your trash to come to life?
But they say it hasn't hit the shelves yet, right? I mean, I don't believe it's out there as of yet. That's the latest from Walmart. But here's what they're doing now. And somebody put this on TikTok and said this is real. You know, we're talking about higher prices. We just talked about Las Vegas. Now, Walmart, according to a TikTok that has gone viral, a woman was in a Walmart store, and there is a clearance sticker on the packaging of whatever she's buying. It said clearance, but if you peel off that sticker, the price underneath the original price is $3 lower than what it was. $3 lower. So what they're doing is they're adding the word clearance, but they're raising the price. People think clearance, oh, it's a good deal. But if you peel it off, they're going up on price because of tariffs. You know, they can't. Yeah. They had to, but they're raising the prices. But that word clearance. Is shadowing that.
My father spent a lot of time in the retail world.
Yes.
And he did some liquidation work for a company. And let me tell you, that's one of the oldest tricks. Like when you see a store closing and liquidation sale.
Yeah.
You know, everything in the store marked up to 75% off.
Yeah.
Most times, they've marked up the prices.
To mark them back down.
To mark them back, yeah. So it says 75% off, but you don't know what the original price was because it's just the clearance price.
But in this case...
And clearance in my mind, it means that there's no more coming in to restock whatever that item is.
Right. So technically, have they done anything wrong? If there are no... Let's say you've got an item that is, you know, a TV or something smaller. Shoes? Shoes. All right. They cost $100. Okay, and they're sitting there, and no more are coming in. Can you?
You're not going to get any more of that model shoe.
So let's say a price at $100, and I put a clearance tag on there, and it says clearance $110, and you go up on prices because you're suffering other places with tariffs. Have I done anything wrong?
I don't think so. I mean, you're alerting the customer that this is this may be your last chance to get this model.
I guess what people are saying and what she's pointing out is, just because it says clearance doesn't mean it's like a deal.
Exactly.
You know, there still might be even higher price than they were a week ago. But typically now when I see clearance, that big orange clearance sticker, it's like, oh, good, I'm going to get something here.
Yeah,
I can't believe the Walmart workers of the world, and I'm not sure where this TikToker was, but I can't believe they didn't spot her peeling off the sticker. How dare she?
It's Walmart. They don't care.
Ma'am, please don't molest the stickers.
There's integrity in his sticker now. Come on.
It's Walmart.
I won't have it, Biggie.
They need to see this. You're right. McDonald's Retail Roundup lowering prices on 8 combo meals by 15% starting next month because of criticism that McDonald's meals have become too expensive. They're tapping the brakes on their prices.
100%.
They will roll out new deals, including $5 breakfast combos and an $8 Big Mac and McNugget special, while reviving their extra value meals branding. The CEO says customers now view McDonald's as overpriced, the first time they've ever had to deal with that. Usually it's seen as cheap. Now it's seen as overpriced.
We've talked about it for a couple years now, that your combo meals at fast food places are just as expensive as going out to a restaurant and eating. Yeah. You're paying $13, $14, $15.
You know, yesterday we were talking about, and this was such a great email from a guy named George Harris. We were talking about Cracker Barrel and how they had changed not only the inside of the store, they're changing their logo now too. The old Cracker Barrel logo had a man sitting on his front porch in a chair, rocking chair, leaning on a barrel, and then the words Cracker Barrel. So now the logo looks the exact same, but they've removed the guy, they've removed the barrel. So George says, what has Cracker Barrel done? They've removed the cracker and the barrel.
Check and check.
They've gotten rid of the two things that make them special, the cracker and the barrel. I saw a lot of people saying that, they've gone woke.
Woke barrel.
Cracker, woke barrel.
Good luck.
Yep, not going to make it.
Later.
Gone woke. Biggie said if he was Cracker Barrel, he'd have just stayed put and waited for the tide to shift back to good old country.
I'd have pushed it I would have. Yep. My advertisement would be, guess what? We're still the same. You can still count on us.
We're still going to sell books on cassette.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guess what? We just got a new line of Dolly Parton stuff in.
Yes.
Come enjoy.
Andy Griffith calendar. These are the things I buy. That's what I buy at Cracker Barrel. And I'll tell you, Their books on tape deal was top notch. When I drove to Florida for broadcasting camp, I stopped at the first Cracker Barrel I could find, and I rented the Rainmaker on cassette, and I listened to it all the way to Florida and left it in Florida. That was such a great idea.
He's kidding, right? He's not. Are you positive? Oh, yeah.
How do I ring this up? No one's ever done it.
What a great idea. You rent the cassettes at one Cracker Barrel, you return them 6 states away in another Cracker Barrel.
Covered in Diet Coke and nicotine, cigarette ashes.
Oh, yeah.
Crystal Burger. I had Crystal Burger all the way down there. Ate my first meal at Cracker Barrel, Crystal all the way down, and then another.
So is this mustard on the tape?
What are we supposed to do with these tapes?
Yeah. Oh, God. That was so great. They were so ahead of their time.